Today we are going to test out Blood Knight's primary attack skills, Ravage and Shadow's Edge. Almost all of the Blood Knight builds uses Shadow's Edge even after the recent buffs to the Ravage. Some of you might not know, so let me explain what they actually buffed about Ravage. First strike damage increased by 10%, second strike damage increased by 15%, third strike damage increased by 25%. Other than this, Coiled Curse Essence got buffed as well, Ravage damage increased by 52%. So even after these buffs, everyone seems to be using Shadow's Edge. But why? One of the main reasons is you can actually use Shadow's Edge even if you are not in the melee range. So it works as a mid-range attack as well. Its damage goes down a little bit when you use it from a distance, but at least you can use it. Now first let's compare range versus melee Shadow's Edge to each other. To test this out, I removed my legendary gems that might get triggered randomly. I just have Fervent Fang and Berserker's Eye right now. For the set items, I am using 4 pieces of Vithus and 2 pieces of Shalbas. These are going to stay like this for the entire video. Right now I don't have any legendary items that affect Shadow's Edge, so we can compare range versus melee. In 40 seconds at close range, Shadow's Edge dealt 3.2 million damage. Now let's see the results if you use it from some distance. When I used Shadow's Edge little further away, it dealt 2 million damage in the same time. So we can say that there is almost 50% damage difference, just like the skill description says. Now let's check out how Ravage performs without any essences. It dealt 2.5 million damage in 40 seconds, which is way worse than close range Shadow's Edge and little better than range Shadow's Edge. So even without any essences, Shadow's Edge performs better and it's more versatile. When it comes to the essences, there are 4 essences for Shadow's Edge and they all work really well together. But we only have 1 essence for Ravage. That's another reason why no one really uses Ravage at all. Now let's try the skills with the essences. First, I will start with Shadow's Edge. I am using Cruel Vendetta, which increases the damage of Shadow's Edge by 38%. Other than that, I have Mooncall. Shadow's Edge also increases your primary attack speed by 10% for 2 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. By the way, this essence does not trigger Vithu's 4-piece effect. Lastly, I have Mercy's Plight. Shadow's Edge now marks enemies, causing them to erupt for 15.3k additional damage when reaching 4 marks. Now let's try this for 40 seconds. With these 3 essences, Shadow's Edge deals 7 million damage in 40 seconds. Now let's compare this with Ravage. As I said earlier, we have only one essence for Ravage and it's called Coiled Course. The final strike of Ravage combo unleashes a wave of energy that deals 10k damage to enemies. Now let's try this for 40 seconds. And Ravage dealt 3.3 million damage in the same time, which is terrible when you compare it with Shadow's Edge. I want to do one more thing. Now I will activate 4-piece Vithus with transfusion for both of the skills and we will see how big of a difference there is going to be. First, let's start with Ravage. With 4-piece Vithus, our damage went up to 3.5 million from 3.3 million. Now let's see the difference with Shadow's Edge. And with this one our damage went up to 8.2 million from 7 million. Ravage got a 6% increase with 4-piece Vithus and Shadow's Edge got increased by 17% while using 4 pieces of Vithus. So in conclusion, Shadow's is just better than Ravage even without any essences. Like I said, it's more versatile because you can use it from range as well. And there are way more useful essences for Shadow's Edge. Maybe in the future this might change, but for now Ravage is not worth using for Blood Knights even after the buff. And that's all for this one. Take care.